everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Frostpunk. It's going to be a hard day, because we're going to have to turn the generator overdrive off when people wake up. It is what it is. Send the guards to retrieve the stolen wood. Both discontent and hope are high. It's like being a Vancouver Canucks fan right now. The guards have failed to catch. It's okay. Life goes on. It's not a big deal. You had a big mud pie. You used too small a slice. One of our people has died. Again. Killed in fight. One of our guardsmen was murdered on duty. Well, he might not be a murderer, but yes, banish the thief. I hate to say it, brother. Generator stress level critical. We're turning it down. This is going to be a bad day. But it's going to be a bad day that hopefully can lead to a good day in the future. But sure, I will tell you, things are very spiced at the present moment. And it's, I mean, you're going to see a lot of blue. Which is why, pardon me, once we get some steel going here, we need to be able to get to another level of generator support. We need to be able to essentially get warmer. We can sign a new law into passage. People want the prosthetics law. I mean, we can sign it. I don't think we need it. Like, I don't think that'll help our hope to sign that, honestly. I'm like, what about moonshine? Eating soup causes less discontent. Every meal slightly lowers discontent. We can give our people a bit of liquor now and then to soothe their aching bodies and souls. I mean, it faces literally no negatives, which is, that seems pretty sweet.
Hear me. New law in the city.
Nothing wrong with a stiff drink from time to time. Look, it's minus 60. I'm not gonna police people's enjoyment too much. If I lived in an area where it was minus 60 and is gonna be minus 70 on Friday, I might enjoy some moonshine myself as well. So we only have 6 hours of coal left. Obviously that's horrible, but what are we waiting on? Well, we need research right now for hothouse insulation, which will allow our food to be better when it's colder. Because obviously, you can see for yourself, this is not an aberrant storm. This is a storm that's gonna, you know, it's gonna show up from time to time. So, I don't know if we should use so much coal, because we just need to make sure we can at least make it to here. Honestly, minus 40 is gonna seem like a walk in the park. Yes, we have a lot of ill. Get used to it. Also, I'm just looking at healthcare insulation. Okay, so we already have healthcare insulation. That's great news. But I think we need, I don't know. Things are, let's just be honest, things are looking spiced. And now I look back at those times where it was minus 20, and I was like, oh, it's so cold out right now. And I'm like, I was a fool. I didn't even... It didn't dawn on me at the time that minus 20 was nothing remarkable. Minus 20 is actually like, you should be stoked. Am I crazy? Or did we lower Londoners by... Dude, maybe a Londoner died. Unable to work, unable to work, unable to work. Hey, man. I feel that. I understand. Unfortunately, we have 6 hours of coal, and I'm just gonna level with y'all. It's about 12 hours until we can take the generator down a level. So I'm gonna need you to be on your finest efforts today. Let's put it that way. We do need to spend wood as well. Severe frostbite. Honestly, not a surprise. Hothouse insulation has finally come to pass. Turn the heater on. People can start to eat. Research. We need 18 steel. I don't believe we will get it today. So we're going to just pick one workshop. And I'm here to tell you. Please go work. Coal mine. Steel mill. Etc. etc. The other workshops, admittedly, yes, not doing anything. But should we... I wonder if we can have research of any kind that doesn't use steel. Yeah. There you go. So we can make hunters a little bit more efficient at the mere cost of some wood, which is not much. What's up? A note of thanks. Hope will rise slightly. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world, we can see things will be different. It was the right thing to do. Both hope and discontent rising in tandem. Perhaps there's something poetic to derive from that, but I don't know. For now, honestly, I don't really want to pull any more engineers away. But I do feel like... I mean, look at this public house. It's chilly. Let's crank it. Let's crank it up. 2 workers. And when does it open? 7. We'll see its efficiency. We could put some people to work there. We really need to let generator criticalness fall, to be honest, so that we have it when it becomes minus 70 and everyone's yelling at the mayor, why is it so cold? I don't have control over that, okay? I wish that I did. Come on, come on. You only need to get like 4 more steel for us to be able to research what I want to research next. Which will hopefully allow us to freaking survive. There we go, we've made it. I don't believe we're going to get the hunter's gear research complete. No, it's close though. The Londoners prey on discontent. It's okay. I let them get a little bit. We can't afford to let discontent rise. The discontent is how they thrive. We gotta cut off their organic reach. So we need to do something with wood as well. I'm like, what can be done? Otherwise, we're going to be close to capacity. I guess we could just rework the workers. Sir, the guard you sent to chase the Londoner speaker away, he's dead. They hanged him from the generator. A piece of paper was found pinned to his lifeless body with liars written on it. They went too far. Y'all have messed up this time. Hope has fallen drastically. I don't need your scripted events, okay? To cause us coal-related issues. So check this out. We're throwing this generator into overdrive. People are getting stoked. Enjoy the stokedness while it lasts, because we're about to crank this bad boy down to level 1. We just do not have the coal reserves. But can I say that I'm extremely thankful for the fact that we... 20% efficiency? I'm extremely thankful for the fact that we allowed ourselves to have this coal remaining. Like, if we hadn't fought for that coal over the past week, we would have been screwed. Okay, I'm gonna put one more person to work in the public house. Really need that efficiency to be over 20%. I mean, discontent and hope, they have a very wide gulf right now. I'm a happy man. Unfortunately, Londoners still rising. You might not love what I'm about to say, but to be honest, it might be okay that we could lose some individuals. If they want to leave and go back to London, it's their life. I can't really control that. I can influence it, but I can't really control it. Yes, we'll have a labor shortage, but So what? We won't need as much food. We won't need as many tents. People can move to the tents that are closer to the actual generator itself. Can we focus on a few positives? I'm very happy with where we're at with respect to our illness. Pretty much everybody's being treated. Yeah, occasionally, like, overnight it rises. Guess what? It rises overnight in North America as well. People get sick at 2 a.m. They don't want to go to the doctor. That's what we in the business call a life. Scouts have returned. 2 steam cores. Many resources. Please pause temporarily. The generator stress is very high. Keep it on for a sec, because we're going to kick this up to level 2 before we turn the overdrive off, just so we don't have crazy discontent. Because we did just get a nice amount of coal. We are full on wood. That's something we should, you know, work on, but... Sorry, did I... Yeah, I screwed this up. Hold on, stay there. I immediately took it down a level. It's not what I meant to do. There we go. We wanted to turn off overdrive. Okay, so, you know, effectively in like a minute, excuse me, we have made it through minus 60. We are going to have 1 day of minus 70. Now that I look at it and realize it's merely a day, I feel like I'm loving life. We can make it through that. So hold on. What if I put you on level 1? Not going to be too stoked. We'll see what the economy looks like now that people are actually able to work today. So we've had a bad few days, without a doubt. Hunter's gear has been researched. Hunters from the Hunter's Hut will return with up to 20 raw food now from each hunt. It's useful. What about hunting tactics? Hunter's huts will employ fewer people. That's pretty good, but for me, I'm like, heater efficiency. Just let me look for a sec. Factory allows us to build a factory so we can make prosthesis. I mean, that seems useful. We do have like 25 amputees right now. So I think there's a lot to like in that regard. But I can't get over the fact that I think now is the time, especially when we were full on wood, now is the time to invest in getting a little bit ahead of things. And you know, we on the horizon we do have a minus 30 degree drop. That's a bad day. Now it's minus 40 today. I would love to keep you warm for today, just so we can work through the amount of ill that we have. But we do need to stockpile quite a lot of coal for the future. And to be honest, we're using more than we're getting, even today. So it's a bit dodgy. But it's a game of compromises as well. Sorry, you guys have made it back. I should have sent you out ages ago. Sure, go to the Dreadnought Landing. Three hours of coal as we approach the end of the workday is not great. I think we have to take you down to level 1. I think we have to embrace chilliness, because it will help us avoid freezing in the future. Dude, I'm telling you, you should be stoked when these Londoners leave, because we're not eating any more dang soup. Let me tell you that. Your soup days are over. You're going to be eating filet mignon. I personally guarantee it. Could probably pull some people off of the steel. in order to put them back on, like, workshop duty. I don't want to screw it up too much here, but... Okay, we can now research Tier 3 technologies. Coal use is tripled when this is activated. I definitely think heater efficiency is high on the list because we are turning those on in a lot of workplaces and we want people to still work when things are spiced. I also think, however, probably the next thing we research will be a way to turn wood into coal. That way, you know, we have a wood surplus right now. We can at least siphon some of that off of the top. What's the problem here? Storage at capacity, really. So you're not really doing much here. Yeah, you got 10 people just hanging out doing nothing. So yeah, we need to find a way to do something with that wood, essentially. Yeah, you just live with it, okay? You're gonna be chilly for a bit. I also, hold on, we could save more coal. We should have optimized a long time ago. Chilly. Like, comfortable goes to chilly. Comfortable goes to chilly. Cookhouse is too hot. We don't have to turn off every heater. But, like, if you're at orange, your heater is gonna go off for now. And if you're at blue... Well, I don't know. If you're at blue, what's going on doesn't really make any sense. Those are pretty much two parts of the same coin. Because you go from orange to blue. So people will have a slight risk of getting ill, but I think we're getting out in front of it. And plus, we need the coal for the future anyway. I don't know about you. I would rather be warm at -70 than -40. Or let me put it this way. I would rather have 2 mildly uncomfortable days at -40 and -70 than have one day that's comfortable at -40 and is misery at -70. I will not. I'm sorry. I will not address this. I'm not heating homes. You can raise your discontent as much as you want. This is the way that we live. We can sign a new law. Prisoners will abandon their misguided views. Well, you know, I tried to resist it.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
We are going to build a propaganda center. It's taken us to that level. I didn't want to do it. And yet we're doing it. We're putting it on the outskirts of the city because people are not going to be stoked. Our own Department of Truth to tell us what to think. It's not a propaganda center, it's just the news, dude. Don't stress out about it too much. Just relax. How we doing on coal? We'll get low overnight, but I don't think we're dying. I don't think this generator's exploding or turning off. People will get sick overnight. Of course. I'd really like to get up to like 700 coal for this to have some merit. So, okay, nobody's working here yet. It requires engineers. You know, I don't really want to pull people out of the hospital right now. We have enough steel. We're not gonna get to, you know, capacity, but... Ooh, did you see? Dude! Londoners. Not enough food rations, that's okay. Londoners very upset. The propaganda center is open. It looks a lot like the Tower of Terror ride at Disneyland. Okay, look at this. There's only 2 days left. But perhaps we can convince 10 people not to leave if everything goes okay. Day after day, we find power in unity. Never forget. Okay, please tell me one of you is coming home with, one of these hunters' huts is coming home with food. And then once the day starts, I'm here to tell you, first 10 rations, you're not gonna like this decision too much. First 10 rations go towards this patrol right here. And look at the difference in hope and discontent. Less than a day's worth of food? That's okay. That's okay. Once the research is done, we'll start researching charcoal. I am modestly frightened that we are not really... We're pretty much at a coal equilibrium, so if you'll allow me to look at our economy, we're making like 100 a day. Heaters are costing us a lot. Fair? Fair. What are you? Sawmill? I hate to do it. You don't need this. You don't need this today. Like, to be honest, you don't need it. You're not working. You're at maximum capacity. How are these workshops doing? 3 out of 5? There you go. There you go. We got one unemployed engineer. Big freaking whoop. Go work at the steel mill. People are going to love their life in this town very shortly. So the research 1000% will get done today. At which point we will research charcoal. Each heater will burn 1 less coal per hour. That's huge. That's huge. We're going to make it through this minus 70, dude. Even though we're going to be permanently stuck at minus 50 soon after that. Next step. Resources. Charcoal kiln. 70 wood turns into 210 coal per day. Get it done. Get it done. So I'm still feeling all right. Perhaps not amazing. Not amazing. But all right. We're keeping the colony going. I think if you ask the average viewer, how do you think NL's gonna do? You think NL's gonna last 30 days? Or what are we on? Day 24? Most people probably would have been like, no. Or they would have been like, 50-50. Guess what? We're here. And we're about to lose, you know, a pretty big chunk of the population. But we're still here. And we're still making it happen. So what am I waiting for here? I don't really know, honestly. I think we're in a good spot. I would like to see this go to 0, but it's about to. For now, I think we'll pause it here. I'll just save the game real quick. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate all the tips. I'll read them as many as I can, at least before we get to our next episode. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thanks so much for your support on the series and believing in my leadership. And I'll see you next time. See ya!